whenever we do the filter bed, you can support it with your hands. Basically what you're doing to find it is you're starting from the index finger, you're following that bone up, and it's just a little space there to the side of it, just medial, okay? Get in that space, and you're just making small breaking up circles. It's kind of a pump. That pump is like a superimposed vacuum. So that vacuum is just pulling down, 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 all right?
Towards the fingers.
Yep, and we're going to do that for about 2 minutes, okay? So if they have a lot of pain in the arm, we'll start here. If they have a lot of swelling, we'll start here, okay? But this is the filter, and it's filtered just like what we did with the filter beds in the neck, okay?
Will you follow that line again? I want to
Sure.
see. It's on the inside of the
start
bone.
on the knuckle.
Okay.
Once I get here, it kind of makes me go into it. It's like, whoop, you turn right there.
Now you got it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, whenever I'm working on the filter bed, if I have a client that is really swollen, a lot of congestion and lymph or fluid inside the arm and everything, I really don't want to try to get to the muscles. I don't want to be trying to break up anything because that fluid is over the top of everything. So there's not much chance for me to get to it. So I'll start by doing drains. When I do a drain, I'll come down here to the fingers and I'll just do a vacuum over it, a little twisting, and you can do a vacuum like this. You can work on the hand, just within the soft tissue, the muscles, just work there. Same thing here. Vacuum that. In between the fingers, work there. You want to go through each finger the same way. Once I get to this one, sometimes it's best to change hands. Do that. Just kind of work the bottom of the hand. I put my palms on top here, and I use the fingers down beneath to work the hand like that. Okay, so I'm opening this up to allow all of this fluid to drain. And a lot of times you'll find that the skin is real tight. If the skin is real tight, that needs to be loosened up. You can do this very gently, just kind of like a windshield wiper motion. Just go back and forth to get some of that pliability back into it. Go up the arm. Just like that. Now we're starting to get some of that loosened up. So the vacuum will just come from the top here. And just like with facelift, watch the skin as I'm coming down over it. See how it starts to wrinkle up just barely? That's the amount of pressure I want to put. And just taking the fluid out, down, and I'll press it into the fingers. I'll start again. So it's like just the weight of my hand is on it. And I'm just sliding it down. Again. As I feel that go, I can come to the other side. And I use like the bottom three. You can use top three if you want. But you're just doing the vacuum. All three fingers are creating a vacuum. So we're draining. Of course, if there was heat, I would have taken the heat out first, right? All right, so that's the way that we get rid of the fluid. Everybody good on that? Good over here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. When you talk about replacing substance, this is a little bit difficult for some people but you're going to replace substance within the wrist and pretty much every joint, okay? All right, so for the wrist, the way that you're checking to see if there's a substance out of place, you want to let her relax her arm over these fingers, your index fingers. You take your thumbs and slide up over the top. You see how her hand raises as I do this? What I'm doing, I feel it more on the back side than the top side. But for illustration, I'm going to say it's on the top side. Let's say that there's a protrusion right there, all right? A little bone or cartilage or whatever could be sticking out. In order to replace that, I'm going to take one thumb, put it right on top, and I'm going to ask her to pull back. Give me a little bit of tension. That's good. And I want to bring it down, open it up, and then circumduct it back the opposite way. Bring it forward and press it together.
Like stay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking, exactly. Stay. Then I'll bring this, bring that back in. Then I can check it again. Say, how did that go? All right. So again, I'm going to say, here's where it's out of place. Give me a good tension. I'm going to open it up so it goes in there. I can press it in. Now I'm going to bring it down and back up. Seal it in. And I bring this in and hold here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're not probably going to get this the very first time. It takes a while to get it in your mind.
Okay.
Just keep working with it. If it was on this side, I'm opening this way, bringing it down and back in like that. Okay? Now if she has something on this side, I don't really want to do this because the way it turns the arm over. All right? So what I do instead is I keep it this way and I just kind of, if I'm here, I'll push in this way and then bring it down. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just circumduct, right? If it's over here on this thumb, I open the thumb this way and then circumduct all around that joint, anywhere I find it. Backside, circumduct. Just think of it, open the space, push it in, seal it. Open the space, push it in, seal it.
Are you doing this for all the joints?
All the joints. If she has it here, what I do, the finger positions are a little bit different. You'll have to get used to it. I take my mid finger and my ring finger to grasp it like this. Okay? And then I come in here and this can open it this way to the side. These are hinge joints, so they're not supposed to be going this way, but I can give just enough space that I can get in there. And then I can work in like that. All right? Same thing here. If I want to go in between these joints, just open it up.
Does it matter which way you open it?
Well, again, if this is the one that needs to be pushed in, which way does that need to be opened up?
Opposite.
See, if I put it this way, it closes it.
Right.
This way.
You see that?
Yeah.
Pinch
Yeah. So if it's on this side, then yeah, I need to come this way.
So you can feel that something needs to go back in there?
Yeah, you'll feel it. Yeah, it'll be sticking out. You say, oh, that's not right. This is really good for people that have arthritis. There you go. So with this one, this is a little bit harder, but relax it. But again, I'm having to use my ring finger, or my index finger and my mid finger to hold it this way. And I'm just molding that back in there, all right? So especially for people that have arthritis, you're not going to be able to just slide it back in there. You're going to have to kind of mold it. And you just kind of work it.
What are we pushing back in there?
Stuff.
Yeah, substance.
I think of it, my visualization is Play-Doh. You know how you leave Play-Doh on the shelf and it gets real hard? Then you start to work it, it softens and softens.
Yep. Same thing here. You do these. You can even do it with Same finger over here, the index finger. Check that. Same thing. That. Do it with the thumb on this side. So you go through each joint. You'll just have to play with it until you get the finger positions right. This took me a long time to get the coordination down, right? But you'll get it. Just have to keep
It's
playing.
not much pressure either, right?
It depends on the joint.
Yeah.
I mean, down here, can't really put much pressure because I can't really open it up very far. So what I do more so is I flex the finger and then extend it. And I try to mold it in there as I'm doing that.
Again, you're not forcing anything. You're not going to hurt them because you're not forcing. You're just
follow it through.
following it through.
This is really good, especially on the wrist, whenever people say that I can't seem to get a good grip on things. I don't have the power to even lift a pan up anymore. So they'll say, I don't have that strength like I used to. So I'll look for that. I'll say it's got to be somewhere in here. I'll check for it. All right, there's something there. I'll open it up. Give me a little bit of tension there for me. And seal that in.
You can get that one, I broke it.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. All right.
I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah. I'll just relax this back in here. Make sure that's all good. All right. And then once they're done, you can take your 3 fingers, so they're not trying to He-Man you or anything, and just ask them to squeeze your fingers. Go ahead and give me a good grip on it. More yet. All right. Good. All right. If they have that power, then you know that that's good. That's back in place. All right.
You doing any work on thumb pads?
Thumb pads.
Yeah,
You're
'cause I
talking
had
about
an
this or
injury
here.
here.
But what happens is that cartilage and everything can come out. It can come out to the top here. It can come out to the bottom. If it comes out to the bottom, I go ahead and grasp the thumb with as many fingers as I can. I open it up. All right. If it's here, I need it to be going down and out, right?
Okay.
So same thing, and then I feed it back in there. I just explore that, right?
Working with the inside.
Yeah. And if you need to, you can use the other hand and just work with it this way.
It's like a drumstick.
I'm sure.
Oh, I have contractions in there, but I do body work.
Yeah.
So
And a good massage move is to just take the fingers in like this on both sides, and that way you kind of stretch out the hand here, and then you can work it this way.
open up the space.
Stretch it. Everybody see that?
Is that on the video too?
Yes.
Oh, this is, none of this is.
Well, the joints are.
Yeah, the
The
joints.
hand joints.
Okay, so now he says right in here, these nerves that are coming down through the wrist, they can get bundled up right in here. All right, and you can kind of feel on Summer, she does have a little bit
I broke it.
right in here. Okay.
The broomstick and these two.
You've been through a lot too,
Gotcha.
haven't you?
So what we do on this is we're using our thumb as a sweeping motion, right? And it's about this far. So whenever you get up here, you feel this muscle starts to actually form and take shape there. So from there down, I don't want to say it's 3 inches because it could be different for different people. But once you feel like, okay, here's open space, there's muscle, from that point down, you're going down through there. If you need to, you can take both hands.
You're going in between the 2 bones?
Yeah.
Interosseous.
Just like that.
I say them so I can remember them. It's I picture a spider web. It's a cobwebby thing, and we're cleaning all that out where the cobwebs have come in there and clean out that spider.
Interosseous.
Okay. So is everybody good on that? Y'all see what's going on? Okay. It's a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and give you the entire forearm. Y'all do as much as you can, but I just want to be able to get to the leg as well, okay? All right. So as we move up this, again, that milky motion, that's going to come in really handy here, all right? So if this muscle is tight, usually the bicep and everything is going to be tight too. I want to get in here and I want to milk that. Again, I'm just kind of resetting at a higher position and vacuuming down, right? Another good movement for this part is if you take your hand beneath it, one hand above it, you can press down, and this is a
that's
milking.
nice. I don't do that. That's great.
Yeah. This is a milking too. But what I'm doing is I'm pushing down, then this one is lifting up and turning.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That looks like it feels good.
It does. That's
Yeah,
really
this-
nice.
You'll do this for the liver too.
Same spot?
No. Maybe a reflex. I don't know. All right.